Yo, how's everyone doing? Welcome back. What the... I suddenly look at my Twitch chat and there's an Apple TV. When did I get this? Apple TV dropped or whatever. I've seen it on other channels. Yes, everyone has it. So basically, you know the drill. If you watched last stream or if you read the title, we're doing the more role quests. Actually, I should say we're doing the role quest for caster. I did play a little bit yesterday. I believe we have the complete Neo Kingdom set. The only thing we're missing is the second ring, but I'm not sure if that is unique, so I haven't spent anything on it. In case it is unique, then it would serve us no purpose. You see? We're all Neo Kingdom. Oh wait, no. We're missing the Archmage's bottoms, huh? I forgot about that. Anyway, we'll do that. I'll do that tomorrow or some other day. Last stream we tried to do the role quest and the roulette took all of our time. So let's just do role quest today. Like, what do we actually should do? We can do, we can get the pants anytime. Tell us, I'm afraid there have been some developments that are less than encouraging. News of the Justiciar's action have spread through the city, and with each retelling his deeds become more valorous. The younger citizens in particular seem to view him as something of an idol. Despite the creatures he hunts posing no real danger, he would paint them as mighty beasts in need of felling. Of course, the Radiant hosts are far too busy to trouble themselves, calling every pest that casts a sideway glance at the city's gates. Yet the Justiciar has twisted circumstances to his advantage. He proclaims to anyone who will listen that the Radiant hosts shrink with terror before these beasts, and that he's the only one who can eradicate them. Though you might expect such claims to be dismissed as wild ramblings, it seems no few people have fallen for his ploy. The whispers of his exploits among the young have particularly grown into a clamor. Yet we mustn't be discouraged, for his increasing fame only makes it easier for us to sniff out his trail. And we're better to start than Razadhan. I'll see you there, Atlas. Sure. To Razadhan it is then. Right over here. You don't have to use this. So I wonder, what was I thinking when I got... Oh, and also we have the Poetics, which might allow us to buy, since we're here, a couple of the equipment missing. Oh, we gotta do this as well. A couple of the equipment missing from our retainers. Let me sell the items I have first. Oh my lord. We have so many materia. I didn't even notice. 1,000, 1,000. I'll go for 999. Please, 88. Then the materia. 20, 22, 222. We'll do the same, 22 to 122. Yep, comes around fine. We'll do... Huh. I'll do 20k on this one. And... oh. 22, 222. So what are you missing? Everything from the necklace down. I'll go buy those for you. And we'll continue with the quest. Also, I should sell these accessories, black mage. One bracelet. We don't have enough for 2 rings. We're missing 1 ring. We'll get it. Next time I, you know, do roulette. But for now, let's leave it here with our retainer. Probably make space for the second ring. Give me a second, what's going on here? Oh, wait, these are both... No, they're different, okay. It's just that these boots are super long. Alright, now where does our quest take us? They are already selling, nice. Give me 1 second. Let me just sell the silver pieces I have. You'll take them, right? Merchant? Yes. Right, what have you found, Tepeke? Given how large the city is, let's split up to cover more ground. Good idea. I already have a destination in mind, the High Crucible. I hear the alchemists there can concoct all manner of tinctures and powders, including those which help in detecting traces of energy left behind by magics and enchanted tools. Fallen rocks have invariably marked locations where the Justiciar has performed one of his feats. I believe an alchemical mixture can help us determine if the presence is the work of the treasure. I'm hardly an expert in such concoctions though, so I'll seek advice at the High Crucible. While I'm doing that, I would ask that you go to the Hall of the Radiant Host and see if they have any new information on the Justiciar's whereabouts. Does that plan sound agreeable to you? Yep, sounds good. Great. Now that we both have our task, let's go to them. Let's get to them. I'll meet you back here once my business is done. We go all the way over here. I'll just teleport with the Aetherite so that we don't have to run. There we go. Yo. I'm tired of hearing about this Justiciar. His popularity among the city younglings is quickly becoming a cause for concern. Yeah, you are thinking about that now? Try as we might refute his claims that the Radiant Host are allowing monstrous beasts to run amok unchecked, you know how young minds are, impressionable, and difficult to change once set. We initially disregarded him as a boastful eccentric, but his alarming sway over the populace can no longer be ignored. We are at present considering whether to open a formal investigation into his activities. You and this ally of yours have done well in your search thus far. You even have a working theory about the falling stones. Quite impressive. Several of our numbers have encountered him during their patrols, only to lose sight of him under a hail of rocks. Such incidents have become all too frequent, and many in our rank demand we act. For now, I'm afraid this is all the help I can offer. Please share what I've told you with your companion, and together we may yet unmask the Justiciar. No, brother, we know who he is. Like, I know how he looks. I just have to find him. And then you take the artifact from him before he can use its power, and that's it. Where is she? Okay. Yeah, right. She said we would meet up back at the same location. Dude, these things are selling fast. It's heartening to know that the Radiant hosts are taking this seriously. Thank you for speaking with them, Atlas. I have good tidings as well. I explained the situation to the alchemist and they provided a powder that should help detect traces of magic in the surrounding environments. Right, let's get to it then. I say help because the powder reacts only faintly on its own. To function properly, it requires the skill of one practiced in the arcane arts. Luckily, I have you. Yeah, I was gonna say I can probably do that. I've committed the locations of all sightings of the Justiciar to memory. And the closest to us was at the perfumed rice. Let's hope this powder works as intended. Right, let's get going then. Let's just teleport to the Great Work. Dude, every time I start streaming, my throat is just fucked up. Sorry. And like this doesn't happen any other time, just when I start streaming. Alright, we can fly. Easy. Might as well fly. Oh, right over here. Someone fighting? Oh. Yep, here's the rock. The Justiciar was sighted near here, and I didn't see any other conspicuous stones around, so I sprinkled the powder over this one. Now, concentrate your focus, or inner eye, or whatever it is that's the locus of your power, and see if you can detect any unnatural forces. Yep, let's do our thing. Oh, too late. Okay, so what do we see? Too late again. So, were you able to detect anything? I don't know, I just saw some glowing rock and that's it. Oh, I did? Yeah. Yes, I did. I knew you could do it. So, because there are no crystals in the rock, the energy you detected must be the remnant of some kind of spell. Is that it? Is that right? Taking the story of the Radiant we rescued previously into account, we can conclude that the Justiciar uses a treasure to call those stones down from the sky. Yeah, seems about right. We had that figured out, no? At least we now have an inkling of its true nature. Even so, not every question has been answered. The Radiant told us that even as the Justiciar stood before the creature, he seemed to have trouble calling forth the Apex's power at first. My father once said that the perch of the Apex is much like the wand he used to weave his magics. Of course, the main difference between them is the unique nature of the essence stored within the treasure. I know little of such arcane instruments, but you must be quite familiar with them. How do you use yours? I channel Aether into it. That's MP, right? I see. Even with the right instrument, spellcasting requires the use of specific techniques. The Justiciar seems to lack any such expertise, so how did he tap into the treasure's power? Suppose the Purge of the Apex possesses some unique method of activation. Maybe it's just the beast that's sealed within that wants to do cause chaos or whatever, maybe? When I spoke to the representative of the other tribes about their treasure, no one mentioned special techniques being required. Not that the relics should have much in common to begin with. You two, do you see an Auri girl pass through here by herself? Nope. Afraid not. What happened? Wait, I recognize you both. The hero of the final days and a recent visitor from Tyrol. Apologies for the imposition, but may I beg your assistance? Yeah, sure, brother. What do you need? It's all that Justiciar's fault. The girl said she was off to join that fool's crusade and ran out of Yetlima before anyone could stop her. Her mother begged us to find her, but if she's following the Justiciar, she could be anywhere. You see, he's been sighted at locations scattered all over Tafnir. We can't stand here looking at rocks while a girl's in danger, especially if the Justiciar is involved. We have to help. Yeah, I said exactly that. That'd be much appreciated. We're searching places where the Justiciar's been spotted before, so perhaps you could start where he hasn't been seen. Good idea. Yeah, good idea. As far as I know, he hasn't been sighted at the northern shores. Come on, Atlas. To the northern shores it is. Bitrate also seems to be good today. It's had its little ups and downs, but it's mostly been up. And as soon as I mention it, it goes down to 3 bars. Now 2. Anyway, no frames have been lost because, you know, said it 10 times. Dynamically allocated bitrate. North, right? Yep. This way. And this mount fits really well with the current glamour I have, right? But I haven't seen it gone to go red that much. Maybe the problem is almost fixed on my ISP. Who knows? Like I said, last time this happened it took a whole month. Or maybe a little bit more than a month. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's, yeah, over here. Oh, we gotta find him. Probably over here with the beast. Yep. There's the girl. Those are some fucked up walruses. Anyway, let's deal with them. I'll just go straight into fire because I was gonna say I don't think doing the whole Umbral Ice stage really matters with these low level beasts. I heard fighting, so I came as far as I could. It's a good thing you arrived in time to save the girl. As fast as I could. Thank you, mister. Thank you. You are like 10 years old. What were you thinking? I'm glad you're safe, but your mother must be worried. Oh. But your mother must be worried sick. Like, you shouldn't wander off like that, especially not to look for a trickster like the Justiciar. What? You mean he's a bad man? Yes, exactly. He stole an important treasure from my village. Now he's using it to make himself look brave. But he needs it to kill the monsters to protect us. It's no excuse for stealing. He might have fooled you younglings, but the Radiant hosts know what he's up to. But he said he saved us from the monsters. He's our hero. The Radiants said we shouldn't be scared, but we all know the Justiciar is the one who keeps us safe. We don't need the Radiants anymore. Call the Radiants, tell them that this has become a problem. No hero can save the world alone. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say bad things about the Radiants. They protected everyone in the final days. I guess I forgot how much they care about us. I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have spoken to you like that after all you've been through. You said that Justicia is a thief and a trickster. But I hope it's not true. It's my hero. No, girl. Well, I'd best escort her back to Yetlimad. I'll meet you there later, Atlas. Sure. I'll be there. We have... Oh, does it immediately give us the Umbral Soul when we get into a cutscene? That is nice. I would have to test it though. Oh, what an awesome mount. We fly, just because it's a dismount, let's fly over there. I believe, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this mount is based off of the strongest summon in Final Fantasy IX. Am I right or am I wrong? I might be wrong. I think so. If my memory doesn't fail me. Oh, also I was reading up on some of the content I have not done, especially the one for the relic gear. I think those are called field operations, and I saw that Absolute Virtue is actually in this game. You know, the strongest boss from Final Fantasy XI, the other Final Fantasy MMO, is in this one. I really want to do those things now. Well, I wanted to do them before for the relic gear, of course, but and the story. But now I really want to do them just to fight Absolute Virtue. Also, we have to do treasures and so much. We have to do so much. Hunts, we gotta get in on the hunts. I don't think I have even unlocked hunting. And what else before we arrive? Oh, the new seasonal event was announced. I think it's on the 8th. But we might not do it on the 8th, because the 8th is also the big update for Helldivers, which I'm gonna be streaming Helldivers that day, like 99% sure, because today's like 2, 3? Today's a 2nd, so the 8th would be Thursday. Yeah, we'll do Helldivers. From now until Thursday, we have plenty of time to do things in Final Fantasy. I'll probably just keep grinding the roulettes during the day, like off stream, and then at night I will just stream Helldivers. Probably even after I finish the role quest, maybe, who knows, maybe not. We'll have to see, just so that we can start catching up on all the battle passes that we missed. The girl and her mother are reunited, and I think we can both give ourselves a pat on the back. They're on their way now to inform the Ridden host that all is well. I would like to apologize for before. I let my emotions get the best of me, and harangued that poor girl when she was hardly to blame for anything. I really should have been scolding myself. No, you're good, Rebecca. Plus, there's something I neglected to tell you before. The man who now calls himself the Justiciar came to us in the guise of a worldly merchant. He was eager to ask about the Purge of the Apex and its history, and I was equally eager to tell him, not even considering what he might do with the information. Also, you blame yourself. I'm so proud of my father for being appointed as its guardian. I suppose I was trying to impress this stranger out of sheer vanity. Don't blame yourself too much, Tepek. It's not your fault. That vanity led to my father being attacked and the treasure being stolen from under our noses. I have no choice but to make amends for my mistakes and bring it back. Yet, some are convinced that the Justiciar acts only to serve the greater good. I couldn't accept that he might not be as rotten as I thought and lashed out at the wrong person. Completely out of left field, but you know what other games I want to play? Uncharted. I have Uncharted, all of them. Well, all of them except 4. So I have them for the PS3. I know there's a PS4 remake, but again, I'll either buy a PS4 Pro or a PlayStation 5 someday when it's way cheaper. I think the PS5 is still $500. Let me check. PS5 Amazon. Uh-huh, 590. What? Here we go. 450. It's currently discounted. Not buying it. It's the slim version. Which, I don't know. Maybe I'd like the original version. But I believe this version has a interchangeable like Blu-ray drive, which might be better in case your Blu-ray drive ever gets damaged. You can just change it. So the Slim might be a better option. Although when it comes to then jailbreaking it like 10 years down the line, the Slim might be harder. So who knows? We'll see that about. I'll see about that whenever that time comes in the years down the line. From now on, I can't let my you see, I just drank water and my throat it like doesn't work. From now on, I can't let my emotions cloud my judgment. I must remain calm and look at the facts for what they are. And the facts say that the Justiciar has done no harm to the people of Dawntrail. Yeah, but we know the conversation they had before. He plans on getting goodwill for chaos. You wanna cause chaos with it, as you saw already. Like, making the people distrust the Radiant host. Even so, the organization he serves, the Passage of the Unbound, is evil to its very core. If his actions at my village are not total villainy, where did I get total from? Are not villainy, I don't know what is. The situation is fraught with contradictions. I still don't know what to think. What about you, Atlas? Even if he hasn't attacked anyone, his actions are stirring unrest. Yeah, exactly. I agree. He speaks of justice and heroism with great bluster, yet there's something we're missing. Thank you, Atlas, for your wise words. I sometimes find it difficult to keep my heart from skewing my perspective. I'm grateful that you're here to help me see clearly. So it seems our objective is unchanged. We track down the man who stole my people's sacred treasure. Whatever his intentions may be, unraveling them comes secondary to finding the man himself. I'll continue to pour my every effort into the search, so stop by from time to time and I may have something new to share with you. Yeah, we're doing it right away. Just give me 1 second, I will be right back. You remember that laptop I was talking about days ago that I had to put back together? Still have to do that. Anyway, yeah, bitrate seems to have been pretty good today. I hope the problem with the bitrate is solved. Either way, it won't be a problem that much because you already heard me do the whole spiel. Okay, what are the new developments? Atlas, I hope you've been well. Since last we spoke, the Justiciar has been busy felling fiends all across Stafnir, leaving a trail of witness behind in his wake. More than a few have reported seeing stones falling from the sky, which all but confirms our theory that the treasure is causing the phenomenon. The stories share one peculiar commonality. It seems the pests he hunts have all been of the seedkin variety. Why he avoids beasts of flesh and blood is yet a mystery. It bears mentioning that each of these eyewitness accounts came from people who were rescued by the Justiciar, who invariably appear just as these creatures attack. In fact, the Justiciar has been there to save the day in every single instance of seedkin-related mischief. Awfully suspicious, if you ask me. And I'm not the only one who thinks so. Some among the Radiant host have suggested that the Justiciar is planning these assaults somehow, though he alone can reap the glory from thwarting them. I agree, and think this should be our next avenue of investigation. Many of these incidents occurred near the Giant's Gull grounds, so we should start our search there. If we can find one of these monstrous plants before it finds hapless prey... Hapless? Shouldn't be like hopeless? Whatever. We may be able to shed light upon the Justiciar's methods. Time is of the essence, so let's leave at once. Yep, let's go find one of these Setkin. Also, I am like stacked to find one of those. I probably would just Xenoglossy them to death. Where is it that we have to go? Oh, all the way north. Let's fly up and then forward. Yeah, so I don't know, the PS5 thing. I could buy a PS4. It's like $100 cheaper, but then I wouldn't have PS5 games, you know? Which I don't plan on buying anyway, so probably I should get a PS4 Pro, yeah. And save $100. Because like I said, I don't plan on buying PS5 games. It was just for the backwards compatibility with PS4. And especially for Bloodborne. I have Bloodborne for the PS4, the Game of the Year edition. I don't have a PS4. So there you go. I bought it just to collect it because it's gonna eventually run out of print. And I wanted to have it. It's new, sealed. Any moving bushes, slithering vines? Not here in any case. Atlas, I'll search the western path. Why don't you search east? If you see something, don't strike to kill, weaken it, then capture it with this rope. We'll learn much more from a living specimen. Sure. There. I'll keep it there because I will immediately forget the moment I start casting spells. Here is the little seedkin. It looks like a little marble. Yeah. No, if I use it once more, I'll kill it. What do we do? Don't. Did we like super lag or something? Whatever. Let's go back. We did our part of the quest. Then. Huh? They completely disappeared. Yeah, I'm probably lagging or something. They're not here either. I don't know where that player went. I see plenty of fauna roaming about, but the flora seems to be of the rooted to the ground variety. Perhaps my hunch was incorrect. Here, a little marble. I just pulled it out of my pocket. You found one. In fact, this is exactly as an eyewitness described. Why don't you keep it for the time being? Bring it to the Great Work, and I'll ask my acquaintance there to examine it with all haste. Sure. We will have to teleport for this one, isn't it? That way? Why did she run this way? Oh no, yeah, it's the Great Works over here. Oops, forgot. I confused it with someplace at Rasadhan. Yep. I was gonna say I'm moving and I don't even know where to go. Here, the alchemist. Mr. Stupeke told me what to expect. Well then, let's see the thing. Here, it's a little marble. Pretty weak. Oh, I didn't expect it to be so diminutive. If Mistress Tepeke's intuition is correct, then I expect some interesting discoveries are in store. Okay, what will we find? You've brought me quite a fascinating specimen indeed. I can say for certain that this creature's growth isn't natural in the slightest. Biologically, it's still but a sapling, as you can tell by its size, yet it is a result of a specific alchemical mixture which is used to spur the growth of seeds and mycelium to an unnatural degree. The agents have a side effect of making the creature more aggressive, which explains why such a small specimen would so boldly attack being larger than a beings larger than itself. Yet the solution requires ingredients most rare, and the cost of procuring enough to synthesize it would be beyond the means of most. So whoever's behind this, they are likely well heeled. Yeah. As for the creatures themselves, they were all grown artificially. Perhaps that explains why most of the incidents involve small seedkin. Rather than wait for them to mature naturally, the Justiciar must have accelerated their growth so that he could deploy huge numbers over a short span of time. In fact, his plan likely requires they be small, weak foes in order to guarantee his victory. After all, the great Justiciar can hardly be expected to bear the blemish of defeat. With these new details brought to light, it's almost certain he's staging these attacks on the common folk. Now we have a new perspective to guide our search. Yes, we do. Perhaps you should return to Yedlimal. I hear the Justiciar is the talk of the village, and they doubtless have stories to share. Splendid idea. Thank you for your findings. Oh my god. Splendid idea, thank you. Your findings have brought us a step closer to unmasking that villain. Sorry to Yedliman. The more accounts we have of the Justiciar, the better our chances of predicting his next move. Right, I'm gonna guess this is speak with the people of Yedliman, probably. Magical range DPS. Okay. Just want to see the final quest is level 100. Just wanted to be sure. Alert Radiant. Is it with? Are you one of the person I should speak with? Yes. Rest assured, the Radiant hosts are well aware of the Justiciar. Every day we receive more reports of him combating beasts in the surrounding wilderness. These encounters are never on well-traversed roads, it seems. They occur in remote regions that we scarcely patrol, along routes that are only used by a small number of merchants and porters. We've concluded that the Justiciar either has uncommon knowledge of the behavior uncommon knowledge of the behavioral patterns of these creatures, or that he keeps close company with a merchant who travels these obscure paths. Interesting theory. I think it's... I mean, it could be both. He is growing them after all. Supposedly. Oh, you're hungry to learn of the Here we fucking go again. Let me drink some water. Why can't I read? I'm telling you, it's... My eyes see the words, and before I can finish, like, processing them, I start speaking. I should slow down and shut the fuck up. Hey. Oh, you're hungry to learn more of the Justiciar? He's amazing. I was lucky enough to catch a glimpse of him on the road leading here, facing down a fearsome creature. I don't know how he did it, but he called down rocks from the sky to knock that thing flat. The Radiant hosts were away on patrols, but if he hadn't come to our rescue, the brood would have marched right into our homes. He shouted that he was the savior of Radz-at-Han, and even waved at me. Oh, he looked so impressive with the sun shining behind him. Oh, brother. Almost 200 parties recruiting. Whoa. Lots of people playing today. And it's pretty late. Don't tell me you've come chasing that half-baked savior. The younglings might have taken in by my... The younglings might be taken in by his honeyed words, but anyone with experience can see that he's nothing but a charlatan. I have a story to prove it. A merchant I know took a tumble as he was transporting his goods. Not long after comes the Justiciar, looking chivalrous as you please in his shining armor. But did he offer a helping hand? No, he ran off with nary a glance backwards. He may go on about slaying beasts, but the real hero would have never ignored someone in need, even if they were just suffering from scraped knees and a bruised ego. Yep. You see, he's right. The watchful man has the right idea. Oh, the end of the quest already? Alright, Tepeke. And who's this guy? Does he have any useful information? Atlas, do you have a moment? I'm having a little trouble here. I saw this merchant out because I was told he dealt with the alchemist in the great work. Thought he might know something about the Justiciar, but when I asked, he's been like this ever since. Apologies, I was just surprised that you would ask me about the madman. What connection could he possibly have with me? You see, brother, that reaction makes you 100 times more suspicious. The fiends he fights are grown with rare alchemical materials, and we think he may be staging these encounters. Since you deal in such wares, I wonder if you might know how he came into their possession. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I've never spoken to that man. Ver what? Very much doubt that. Perhaps he'll be more receptive to questioning from you, Atlas. Spit it out, you're working with him. He seems to have intimate knowledge of trade routes and alchemy. Who thought him, I wonder? Come now, any merchant with a nose for profit has good relations with the alchemists. By your way of thinking, any of us could be in leagues with Radz-at-Han. Radz-at-Han, you said. Who is that, may I ask? Huh? What? Did I... No, that's my name. Brother, you're fucking cooked. Give it up. I'd be a fool to continue this charade any longer. My son Radz-at-Han is the one you know as the Justiciar. To be suddenly confronted with his litany of misdeeds, I quite lost my composure. You're his father? Then do you know how he came into possession of such rare materials and knowledge? Yes, he gave it to him, Tepeke. Put 1 and 2 together. He stole them from me. Alright. My most valuable materials and my precious maps. Yet, I was the one who chose to hide that fact, and I bear the blame for the consequences. What can you tell us about him as a person? Birzahan was obsessed with tales of legendary heroes. Even from a young age, I paid a great deal of money to have him tutored in the art of the bow. I don't see him using any bow. He became quite skilled at first, in fact, but not quite as skilled as his arrogance led him to believe. Due to this, and perhaps a lack of ambition, he never aspired to true greatness. Instead, he came to rely upon fanciful equipment and exotic potions rather than honing what skill he had. It pained me to see him fall into dissoluteness, but he would brook no counsel. So several years ago I gave him enough coin to support his lavish lifestyle and told him never to speak with me again. He didn't until but recently, when he darkened my doorstep once more. And that was when he stole your goods? Although I would have willingly given them if he had but asked. He was rambling almost incoherently, saying that his heroic deeds as the justiciar had caught the eye of someone named Apiahi, leader of the Passage of the Unbound, whoever they are. Yeah, I know who they are. He claimed that under the guise of his newfound allies, he had obtained a great power. Power enough to eclipse all heroes who have come before and shall come after, as he put it. It seems he gave what money he still has to those people. To think that for all his fanciful words, he has only deigned to grasp at hollow glory, all at the expense of Rats at hand. There is no greater shame as a father. Yeah, it is. A lot of it is your fault, brother. Given what we know of this shadowy group, they most likely aim to sow discontent through Versahan's deeds. He may be so blinded by his own desire for adoration that he can't see whose hands are pulling the strings. Maybe, maybe not. You're saying that he's being used? If that's true, then I can no longer remain silent. Despite what shame it may bring, I see now that sharing my story might be the only way to save my son. Indeed, I suggest you tell the Radiant host at once. Of course, we'll be pouring our every effort into stopping him. Thank you for giving me a direction. I didn't imagine our meeting would end this way. Sure, brother. Although what you're doing is fucking stupid. By allowing your son to do that. Truth be told, I'm not entirely unsympathetic towards Versahan. I had basked in my father's reflected glory while having none of my own to speak of. The glory Versahan seeks is similarly false. I too shall visit the Radiant host and have them spread word of the Justiciar's true nature. If the people are wise to his trickery, they will be far more likely to aid us. We'll soon learn that a legend built on lies is no match for true heroism. Sure. Go speak with them then. I'll wait for you here. She's back immediately. Greetings, Atlas. Versahan's father has been as good as his word and has confessed the truth of his son's actions to whoever will listen. Even among the younglings, far fewer sing the Justiciar's praises. The tide is turning in our favor at last, and the Radiant host are making ready to tighten the net. Speaking of which, they had curious news to share. They've been examining the stones left behind by the Justiciar and noticed a pattern. There were all varieties of rock commonly found near the site of each encounter. For instance, near the Giant's Gall grounds, the Justiciar seems to have called down a hail of what else but Giant's Gall. I have my own theories about what this means, but I'd like to hear your thoughts, Atlas. It's safe to say the artifact doesn't create rocks from nothing. The rocks weren't summoned but moved. Yeah, that's what I think. Indeed. The Purge of the Apex likely lifts whatever stones are nearby and brings them crashing down to earth. If our suspicions are correct, we're one step closer to unraveling its mysteries. But despite these favorable developments, the Justiciar's popularity remains a problem. Even with the recent blow to his credibility, his most ardent followers still idolize him. In fact, I hear he's handing letters to the youth of Rasadhan, though their contents are closely guarded secret. All the more reason to investigate, don't you think? Yep. Let's go find one of these letters. Once we get to Rasadhan, if I questioned people around the marketplace. Could you cover the city's western quarter? That's where his younger followers tend to gather. After we've collected enough information, let's meet to share our findings. See you again in Razahan Atlas. Right, let's see what information he's given this fans of his. We still have the three polyglots. 178 parties are recruiting. Stone Vigil Hard. Oh, blue spells. Oh, she said she wanted me to cover that quarter. Alright. Let's see what information we can get from the people. Are you one of those I have to speak with? No. I was gonna say it's probably the younger ones. What happened, kid? The Justiciar gave me that invitation himself, only for some thief to snatch it right out of my hand. You believe in the Justiciar too? Well, I didn't have a chance to read the whole letter before it was stolen, but he's gathering his most devoted for a special audience. The bastard who stole my invitation is clearly up to no good. He even muttered something about getting revenge. But who could hate someone so noble? Oh, the Justiciar is getting more problems now. This is just turning into a mess. A real mess. What about you? You're stalling as well? Yeah, I know about the letters. Me and my friend didn't get one though. They're grown up to get angry if we talk about the Justiciar. But guess what? I heard Casal talking about him over by Merides Mayhain. He had a big grin on his face too. Does that mean that the Justiciar isn't a bad man like the grown-ups say? No. Complete opposite, kid. Let's run right through the garden. Oh, you're the one who's always following the Tepec around. I heard she's spreading rumors about the city's savior. I won't let her harm his reputation any more than she already has, so I have nothing to say to her lapdog. Most useful clues point to the merchant Asal having some connection to Versahan. He was last seen near Merides Mayhain. Ah, sure, kid. You have no idea who I am, do you? An actual adventure, unlike that fucking Versahan. Over here. Yeah, I know where the restaurant is almost by memory. We've come here quite a couple times. No, our quest is... Here we go. You. Aha, it's true what they say. A fool and his goal are soon parted. Why, if it's one of the heroes of the final days, huh? This isn't about the map I sold to your companion, is it? No, I remember you. The planner points the way to the vaults of Al-Sadal III, exactly as described. I may have employed a few creative methods to entice my customers, but what merchant doesn't? I see you're as unscrupulous as ever. Now, a man can't fill his belly on virtue and honesty. Any road, something tells me that's not why you're here. Nope, I'm here about Versahan. You're after the Justiciar? Your choice of quarry is unusual to say the least. But perhaps I can help you along, eh? A young man came asking for a map to open the way to Osnair. I sold him every map I had, assuring him that the one he needed was among them. I suppose he found it, as I hear these letters that were handed out contain a copy of a map. I dare say that the young fellow was the Justiciar himself. He's planning a clandestine meeting in the Osnair canals. Mind you, it appears he has no shortage of enemies. No doubt they'll try to interfere. Thankfully, Ratsathan isn't known for large-scale criminal organizations, but that hasn't kept the less scrupulous citizens from dirtying their hands when times are desperate. Like you? From what I hear, bandits seeking to rob trade caravans keep running into the Justiciar during his fiend-felling exploits, causing the raids to end in failure. Like as not, they'll try to infiltrate his group of followers and settle the score. Yep, I'm telling you, this is getting worse by the minute. And that's where my knowledge of the matter ends. If you're wondering where the meeting place is, all I remember is that the spot marked on the copied maps is somewhere in the Shroud of Samga. So, does that answer your queries? Yeah, sure. You answered satisfactory enough for me to leave you alone for now. Might as well run all the way back to Tepeque, because it's like halfway where we are. And if we teleport, it's still halfway. Here we go. Those in support of the Justiciar didn't seem surprised when I told them of his misdeeds, but still they were reluctant to betray him. In short, I've had no luck. What about you, Atlas? I have had little luck. Your investigative abilities never cease to amaze me. As for this gathering Versahan is planning, I expect it's some scheme to prop up his flagging popularity. Even so, many of his devotees are younglings ill-equipped to make the perilous journey to the meeting place. If they've any sense, rather than attempt to travel there directly, they'll stop at settlements along the way to rest and confirm the route. You said the map led into the Shroud of Samga, yes? That means Palakastan is the closest settlement. I hear many refugees there. I hear many took refuge there during the final days, and it's now a bustling town in its own right. The arrival of more people would hardly raise eyebrows, making it the perfect place to avoid unwanted attention while they make ready. We should head there before they leave on the final leg of their journey. Sure, let's try to make it so the kids don't get ambushed like the Justiciar is gonna be. Oh look, someone in the flying ship mount. I thought it was the pure collector's edition. For a moment. I was right, Atlas. Many of the youths are carrying pieces of parchment. Those must be the letters. Yet it seems my reputation precedes me. Our suspected followers clearly avoid me when I try to approach them. Still, we can use this to our advantage. None of them would dare leave Palakastan while there's risk I might follow after. Keep watch over their comings and goings, but we'll make sure to leave obvious blind spots. If one of the Justiciar's followers attempts to escape the village, I need you to go after them. Now, find a vantage point that affords a good view while keeping you hidden. Once you've started pursuing our unwitting target, I won't be far behind. Yeah, sure. I'll just call them out and chase them down. Where? Oh, over here. Guess we hide behind the crates. Yep. Funny how we crouch behind them. Just snatch up parchment over from their hands and see where it is. Are you the Justiciar? Yep, seems like that's him. He has the build for it. Follow the young man from a safe distance, the objective will end in failure, blah 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 blah. Yes. We know that already. Or maybe this is one of his followers? Well, I'm just gonna wait for you to go up the stairs and then run. gonna take a right. Yes. Nope, no one's following you. Keep walking. Is there a Rouge? No. Oh, whoa, he took off. My hands were still on my keyboard when he started running. Let's go below the river. And probably go behind the rock just in case he turns around. Also, let's hope he doesn't hear a big ass dinosaur running behind him. No, nothing at all, brother. Nothing at all. Is it obvious? Is it obvious? Keep going. We'll use the back of the rock to hide. We can see him right there. Is he waiting for us? What's going on? Oh, stupid. So let's see, are you the Justiciar or just one of his followers? No, it seems like you're just one of his followers. The portal should be nearby, and then I'll finally meet him. Who are you meeting, brother? Why, you're the hero who saved us in the final days. What are you doing here? I came to meet the Justiciar, just as you. So you're working alongside that woman I saw at the village? I heard about the rumors she's spreading, but I have no idea she enlisted your aid. The Justiciar saved me, you see. I was transporting goods for a local merchant who was too miserly to even hire a proper escort. A ferocious creature ambushed me, but my savior appeared from nowhere and saw off the beast. I owe him my life. That's why I came here, to see if there's any truth to the rumors. Brother, you wanna know the truth? The truth is that beast that attacked you, he sent it. But now I understand I'm in over my head. I'm going back home. Here, you can have the map. I trust you to take the measure of the Justiciar and to share the truth with us all. There she is. She did say she was gonna be right behind us. Apologies from watching from the shadows, but I was afraid my presence might have started the lad. Yeah, that was a good idea, don't worry. I was able to hear what he said, though, and his gratitude towards the Justiciar seemed genuine. I dare say the other followers feel similarly. Well, now that we have a map of our own, let's open the portal and confront Versan. I don't think he's in there. I think that might have been him. Maybe. Just posing as like a fan. Or maybe he is here. We'll see. Oh. Oh, he was here for sure. Let me guess, these are the bandits? No, these are kids. And those are the bandits? Ah, there he is. Did he throw rocks on everyone? What a sight. Did the treasure cause of this? It seems like it did, yes. Oh my, if it isn't the hero who saved Rasadahan, nay, the world itself. Never expected someone so vaunted to attend my audience, but I am honored nonetheless. Not here to attend your fucking stupid thing. Enough of your games, Versahan. Stop this madness at once. For giving you such a warm welcome, these are the thanks I get. But it's true that I was once known by that name, was merely a guise I wore until I discovered my true self. As long as I am the masked hero of Ratsanhan, I shall not suffer any to call me Versahan. Alright, just let me take his fucking mask off. But that is your name, isn't it? Why don't you drop the egg and try being a true hero? A true hero, you say? Indeed. Perhaps casting aside this mask is a price I must pay for the adoration I am due. That's not what I said. Very well. My name shall ring through Ratsanhan. Let it be known that the Justiciar is Versahan, and Versahan is the Justiciar. And Versahan is a fucking fraud. What are you saying? You unleashed Purge of the Apex upon your own followers. You know its name? Wait, I remember you. The girl from Chaktura, yes? Your village's artifact is not discriminating in its wrath. Some among my followers harbored wicked intentions, and it brought sorrow unto my enemies. The true of hearts caught in the aftermath were merely unfortunate. No, brother, the fucking thing, that's what it does. It hurts everyone around you. Well, they believed in you, even though you tricked them. What kind of hero are you? No, he's not a hero, he's a fraud. Don't let him get the totem thing up. If he gets the totem thing up, we're fucked. We have to strike before he's able to. You two would oppose me? I had thought that as fellow saviors we might find some common ground, yet it would seem we are destined to walk different paths. Oh no, he knows how to use it. Now faced with unknown peril, a great fervor rages within me. You're gonna crush some of one of those rocks. However, here is not where we shall match with. No, a more fitting battleground is in order. We will meet again soon, you have my word. Oh my god, this guy is a bore. Ah, shut up. Ah, yeah, good one. Did we knock him out? Or did he leave? I think he left. So, can you tell us what happened here? He gathered us all around and made a grand speech, claiming he was a hero that would drive back the flood of fiends threatening Tavnir. Then he spoke of his anger at the recent rumors. He told us to go forth and repair his damaged reputation so that the people would love him again. He became quite impassionated, in fact. As for us two, we were here to teach him a lesson. Biding our time until his back was turned, but we couldn't stomach his self-righteous drivel any longer. He acted like he's a god come to grace Tavnir, but most people have grown wise to his tricks, including the Radiant Host. We stepped forward and told him as much, and then demanded that he admit he's been pulling the wool over everyone's eyes. That's when he started waving that thing about. We soon learned that the rumors of its power were true, and rocks started falling down around us. Even us true believers were not spared. There was nowhere to run. The Justiciar said such power cannot be fettered, and that sacrifices are unavoidable. And all the while, he was laughing. Yeah, are you gonna stop believing in him now? We pleaded with him for mercy, but that just made him angrier. He flourished the object again, and yet more rocks assailed. It was horrible. Stones big and small raining down endlessly, until you two appeared, that is. Thank you for telling us what happened. I only wish we could have arrived sooner. Now, just to set things straight, it was you two that brandished your weapons first, yes? Well, I won't deny that, but we were only trying to bring the truth of his misdeeds to light, though we might have had some personal scores to settle on top of that. Before I left Palakastan, I asked the Radiant host there to look out for anyone returning from the wilderness. I suggest you head there and seek their aid. While you're there, share with them what you just told us, and as for the pair of you, don't even think about running away. You have to deal. You'll have us to deal with. I mean, they are bandits, aren't they? Whoa. Everyone has returned to the care of the Radiant host. As for those ruffians who meant to attack Vertahan, it seems they had a history of violence for which they may soon answer. Several among Vertahan's followers were dealt serious wounds, but we can be grateful that none lost their lives. It's exactly as the old saying describes. The master of the Apex shall be showered with good fortune, yet leave only sorrow in his wake. The part about sorrow certainly seems true, at least. But we can but hope that Versahan's spells over the people will be broken at last when word of what transpired here becomes common knowledge. Let that, buoy our spirits as we return to Yedlimad. Okay, back to Yedlimad then. No, why did I move the map? Don't move the map. I like my things in the hold position. UI, I should say. Anyway, whoa, there's so many people here all of a sudden. It's this person has a golden choco. Well, no, the choco was yellow. Its armor is bronze golden. Cool looking armor. Well, that was certainly an ordeal. Although Vertahan got away, we can look back upon what transpired to plan our next course of action. It appears that the treasure takes rocks from the surrounding environment and makes them rain down upon the wielder's surroundings. However, the power seems to be somewhat haphazard. While Vertahan himself wasn't struck, the boulders assailed friend and foe alike. Something else has been nagging me as well. The stones we saw in the canal seemed quite a bit larger than the others. I don't know what to make of it, but I will give it some thought. Yet, we still don't know exactly how he controls the Apex abilities either. We must focus on these mysteries as we continue our investigation. As for Versahan himself, he was just as his father said, wasn't he? His so-called heroism is an empty charade, like a child playing at being a hero from their storybooks. He's motivated by a vain desire to gain the love of the people, yet he cares nothing for their well-being. He'll learn his lesson soon enough, though. None will sing his praise after word of what happened at Usnair spreads. Even he must know this. I worry that his desperation will drive him to worse misdeeds. If the treasure is used with reckless abandon, it could cause untold harm. I must discuss this with the Radiant host. Together, we might be able to capture Versahan before he attempts anything drastic. Stand by for now, Atlas. I'll be in touch the moment I have something to share. Alright. I'll stand by. And we'll do the next part right away, of course, but give me a second, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just realized I'm pretty fucking hungry. I just eaten once today. But I'll eat after we finish the quest line. Whatever. We have 2 quests to go anyway. This one's 98. The next one will probably be 100. It has been increasing by 2 levels. It seems Versahan has been laying low since our last encounter. Sad to say, however, that my investigations have uncovered little, but still there's cause to celebrate. For I've received a letter from my mother with good tidings. My father has finally awakened after the grievous wounds dealt to him by Versahan. He's well enough to travel to Tuliolal, in fact, and may have already arrived. Oh, that's good to hear. Of course, I love nothing more than to go to him, but I pledged not to return until I had the perch of the apex in hand. Besides, I'm soon to depart with a ready house to try and sniff at Versahan's whereabouts before he acts out of desperation. That's why I asked that you go in my stead, as the treasure's guardian. No one living is more knowledgeable about its history than he. If you share with him all that transpired since we began our search, he may be able to point out something that we've missed. I know it's a lot to ask, Athas, but the safety of Daphne depends on it, and please give my father my regards. My mother should be able to tell you where in Tuliola my father is staying. Once you're finished, let us meet in the Aetherite Plaza in Ratzarhan to share what we've learned. Yeah, sure. I'll go talk to your father. You can count on me. Also, we got a free travel back to Tuliola. Nice. Well, I'm also thinking, what food do I have? They were people left here. Okay. What food do I have that I could eat? I don't think there's much. I could probably make a ramen soup. That's probably what I'm gonna eat. Either that or I'll just make it like 6 boiled eggs. Oh, if it isn't Atlas, but I don't see Tepeke with you. Did you come alone? Yes. She doesn't want to return until she has the artifact. I'm glad to hear my letter arrived safely, and that Tepeke seems to be as tenacious as ever in her search. Her father, Netse, has already arrived here in Tuliolal, but has barely stayed in one place since. He seems desperate to help Tepeke from a distance in whatever way he can. He told me he was traveling to Piariyoanan Plain in search of information he assured me was quite vital. If you wish to speak with him, he'll doubtless be in the area. Okay, where is that? Oh, that's in Sakturo. On an area that we haven't discovered. This is probably the closest one. Also, we have to unlock flying. I haven't unlocked flying in this area, which we really should. We could be flying in our Mountain Dew mount. But we'll just... This person's mount is their bed. We'll be going through here. Where are you grinding? Let's unlock like on the line so that we can unlock both places on the map. I'm not gonna waste my time attacking these little monsters. Right, we can move forward now. Actually, we already have the place where we need to go. I'll unlock the rest whenever I'm doing whenever I get flying. I can just fly around. Makes it much easier. Going back to the topic of the Helldivers update, I wonder what new things are adding. It was hyped up as like a big update, but I haven't read what they're adding or even what they have added. Are they adding like new enemies maybe? There you are, brother. Why are you fighting this thing alone? This little owl. I'll help you out. I probably know why, because the totem has something to do with owls, right? Alright, brother, get up. What is it? Give me all the information you can so I can stop this, just this year. Thank you, traveler. I overextended myself. I've recently recovered from a severe injury and was a fool to confront such a beast alone. So you're the Atlas I've heard so much about. I like his gear. It looks like the one I had that I really liked. I owe you many thanks for all you've done to recover the perch of the Apex. News of your progress in Tefnir is most heartening, despite my position... Despite my position as its guardian, I never knew it could rain down stones from the heavens. Since arriving in Tuliolal, I've done what I can to shed light upon the Turovidro sealed within the treasure. Yep, that's why he was fighting the owl. After the nations of Trog were unified, some left their village to build new homes in the city. I've sought them out to see if they know anything of use. Unfortunately, none could offer insight into the treasure's magics. But one of them told me that owls lurked around this place. You found them. And since the Turovidro seal within the perch of the Apex was once an owl, it seemed logical to pursue such a quarry. I thought perhaps I could glean something about the ancient beasts from their behavior. Like as not, some fundamental aspects remain the same even after transformation. But having heard your account, there is one fundamental difference that stands out. As far as I'm aware, no owl native to this land possesses the ability to hurl rocks, large or otherwise. No doubt that Turovidro gained this power following its metamorphosis. Or maybe it isn't an owl. I do believe, however, that it would retain an owl's core instincts, that one you fought didn't strike unprovoked. Instead, it watched me from afar with fear in its eyes. While this is normal behavior for most animals, I was surprised by how suddenly it descended upon me the moment I started approaching. It sensed danger and attacked preemptively. I had the same thought. The owl sensed a threat and chose to confront it rather than run from it. And this same impulse may have driven the Turovidro. Probably. Indeed, that correlates with something I heard from one of my countrymen who had relocated to Tuliolal. He spoke of the continuation to the tales passed down from the elders. No hunter's arrows could fell the Apex. It was struck down in a storm of its own wrath, made wild by a heart of fright. The fuck does that even mean? Oh, that he was scared. Got it. Thus was it sealed away at last. Now, judging from the owl's behavior, I can theorize that the treasure is activated when its bearer senses danger. According to the story, this power can easily get out of hand if its bearer is panicked. Okay, yeah, that matches. Of course, this theory must be tested first. Virzahan will certainly use the Purge of the Apex again. When he does, I ask that you and Tepeke pay special attention to the circumstances leading to its activation. You have my thanks. Low though I am to admit it, I have yet to recover from my long convalescence, and I would only be a burden to you. I wish I could aid my daughter another way, but you more than make up for my absence. Please lend her every bit of knowledge you have, Atlas. I pray that my daughter will soon return home, treasure in hand. She will. Trust me, she will. Don't worry. I'll make sure of it. Back to Ratsanhan. I mean, they said they were gonna deal with him. Let's see how they did. The Watchers return and they're all fucked up because they got rocks rained on them. Right, where is she? Over here, nice. Okay, she seems to be fine-ish. Maybe they're a little hurt. Atlas, you came just in time. Virsahan has shown his face in Ratsadhan. You can tell me about your journey to Tuliola later. For now, come with me. Let's go then. There he is. So just apprehend him now. Hahaha. Are you surprised? Thanks to the sage counsel of a fellow hero, I have decided to doff my mask. Although my face be unfamiliar, I believe you know who I am. Yeah, a fraudster. I was once the justiciar, but now you may call me Versahan. I'm Tavernier's protector, savior its hero. No, you're not. You may have heard salacious rumors that I have orchestrated the very attacks which I so valiantly drive back. That I was behind the catastrophe at the Osnir canals, and I am here to assure you that you were. Now those are false aspersions all, cast by those who are envious of their betters. I give my life for this fair city and its people, and I will give more still if I could. Liar. What should we do? Maybe best to lock him up before this gets out of hand. Yeah, just take the totem from him beforehand. Wait, we don't want him raining down rocks with all these bystanders around. For now, just keep a careful eye on him. All I ask for is your respect, your adoration, a dream held by all but realized only by the few. And I will be one of those few. I have proven myself worthy of being your savior, and now, with an entire city watching with bated breath, I shall declare my intent to reach even higher. Yes, for I can protect you all better as your ruler. I shall retire the mantle of hero and take up the crown as king of Ratsadhan. This fucking idiot, man. At least he has a bow. Did he have a bow with him beforehand? The bastard's gone mad. I wield power unassailable. With me on your throne, you will never again have cause to fear. All will lead. All. Ah. 1 second. All would live in peace. All would shower me with love. They would shout it in the heavens, and from that love would spring a new Ratsadhan, a greater Ratsadhan. Shut this guy up. Enough of your lies, Versahan. The power you wield, none but yourself. The power you wield protects none but yourself. To everyone else, it brings only ruin. Of course, the road to greatness is ever paved with necessary sacrifices. Yet, so long as your ruler lives, Ratsadhan shall know none but prosperity. Are people actually discussing this, or are they like, it's just like crazy? You think you're better than Master Vitra? He bore the city and its people on his back, while you look fit to collapse under the weight of your own armor. You're no leader, you're a damn joke. Does this man speak for you all? Is there not one among you who would follow me into a brighter future? But I am nothing if not magnanimous. Until you find the wisdom to accept me as a ruler, I shall continue to stand vigilantly as your eternal shield. Stop this, Versahan. You're only making it worse for yourself. Can't you see you've become a laughingstock? Give up this facade and answer for your sins. Do so now, and the Reigning Host may yet grant you mercy. My sins? Are you not the one poisoning the people against me? Do your worst, I dare you. It will only make me more powerful. I know not what is in your heart, but please end this madness. End it and return to me, my son. I don't think he's gonna do anything like that. Yep. Don't get any closer. You two, why are you... Okay, he's gonna get more aggressive if we charge him. Don't. If we fight here, there's no telling how many innocents will be wounded. Just knock him out. One good punch in the face, knock him out, and he won't be able to summon rocks. Pathetic as ever. I tire of this farce. I have declared my intent to become king of Razadhan. So you two, this is no place for a battle between heroes. We shall meet again, mark my words, and then we shall decide who is the mightier. Are you actually stupid? You can only summon rock. Are you gonna walk right past me? Grab the fucking thing, hit him on the face. Come on, I could have hit him with my staff. Just a good bonk. Knock him out, take the thing from him. We must focus on restoring order. You're right, of course. As much as I hate to see Versahan walk free, we've yet to ascertain the extent of his power. For now, we must bide our time. He noticed that despite all his proclaimed love for his people, he didn't even look back at them as he retreated. Perhaps he couldn't bear to look them in the eyes. Or one of them at least. I guess we will talk with his father now, see what he has to say. Yep. That was a disaster. Versahan is truly lost. At the very least, he has committed himself to fomenting unrest within Razadhan. And although he's my son, I cannot condone his actions. His words are grand but empty, and that ridiculous armor is nothing more than gaudy decoration. He is truly the embodiment of false heroism. What's more, this latest debacle has surely made him a criminal in the eyes of the Radiant Host. All I can do now is beg them to grant my son some small degree of clemency. Before you go, may I ask you something? After Versahan called down the rocks, did you see his expression? I thought it peculiar, but I'm curious as to what his father saw in that face. It was a familiar look. When I used to scold him for losing himself in make-believe, he would get that same cast in his eyes. A look of petulant rage. As he resented me for pulling him out of his reverie and into harsh reality. He hasn't changed. Apologies, but I must go. And as I thought, even clad in his shining armor, he can't bear to be told no. And now his childish games have taken a malevolent turn. But for now, we should return to Yedlimad. I still have yet to hear what you learned in Tuliolal after all. Sure. Let's go back to Yedlimad and reconvene. And then we'll go fight him once and for all. I really like this Neo Kingdom glamour though. The only thing is the hat is a little too big. But it fits. Because sometimes it does this and you can't see my eyes. I'd rather it could at least see one eye. But we'll see. Everyone's gone. It seems like they all got back the same time and now they're all out doing quests. Now that we have some room to breathe, I'd like to hear about your journey to Thrall. Did my father have anything to share? Yes. The thing about the owl and how cornering him would make it more scared and blah blah blah. I'm heartened to know he's well enough to go chasing after owls and such. Well, I wish he'd take more care. Thank you for saving thank you for saving him and for bringing me his theory concerning the treasure. If it really is triggered by a sense of impending danger, then it might explain why Versahan had trouble using it the first time. He wasn't truly afraid of that small fungi until it was almost upon him. It also explained how he can wield the Apex's power despite having no training in magics. It responds to emotion, not intent. Right. So much is falling into place. He goaded the Radiants into apprehending him because he knew that threat would be answered. You saw how nonchalant he quit that plaza, almost as if defying someone to stop him. Versahan truly believes him to be untouchable. I think his words and deeds align with the theory well enough. As for that curious fragment of a story, it seems to imply that the Turavidra lost control in a panic. Perhaps its strength grows in proportion to the danger it senses. And when that danger is too great, well, you saw what happened at the Osnir canals and Ratsanhan. We were present both times, as were others who wished Versahan ill, and both times we saw stones much larger than we've seen before. Now I understand why he's so eager to face you. Yeah, because he'll get fucking super scared. An opponent of your caliber will strike fear into Versahan's very core, and that fear will summon a power greater than any he's ever known, power enough to bring a hero to his knees. Except he's not, so let's just go after him. Or so he thinks, but we know better. We'll use that arrogance to our advantage and bring him crashing down to the earth. Although we may have to contend with failing rocks for a time, in a straight fight he'll be outmatched. So we strike fast and we strike hard until that fancy armor is nothing more than mangled steel. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Although you may prefer to put your foes to sleep and whatnot, we know he has an arsenal of alchemical concoctions at his disposal. That's why I suggest a good old-fashioned brute force. A bit of good old-fashioned brute force. I prefer to put my foes to sleep, that's news. I actually just am held back normally. I would, if it wasn't for others, I would just fire 4 until they die. While you unleash your fearsome destructive spells, I'll be your shield. Don't even think of holding back. Yeah, it's done. I look forward to fighting by your side. Now we simply have to find a suitable arena. We'll consult the Radiant hosts as to the location. Once that's decided, we'll confront Versahan for the final time. Complete. What? We got a plate of food there. What was it? We got roasted runic. Okay, then this is the final quest. Finally gonna confront Versahan. Heroes and Pretenders. Good name. Oh look, this person's wearing the artifact gear. Alright brother, but why do you have to stand in front of me? You'll be pleased to know that Radiant hosts were most helpful in finding a place fit for a duel. When I saw it, even I began to believe our encounter would be one for the songs. Speaking of which, it seems your name is on the lips of all and sundry. The people already consider you the true savior of Ratsanhan, and believe you will bring Versahan to the deceitful to justice. We apologize for putting so much weight on your shoulders, but something tells me you're used to it. Yeah, don't worry, it's fine. The final showdown shall take place at the mountain pass leading to Khadga, where great crystals will stand as witness to its conclusion. Suitably romantic and suitably isolated. The Radiant hosts have spread word throughout Tavnir that a hero has arisen to challenge Versahan, and his pride will force him to answer. The entrance to the pass is at the Giant's Goal grounds. Let's head there at once to await his arrival. Back all the way up north. Let's just teleport here. This one's a little bit closer. Palakastan. It's almost 2 hours. I was actually kind of worried that this quest line would be pretty short. Well, no, it's fine. Oh, this way. It's fine. It's probably gonna be around 2 hours, which is the minimum I like to do. 2 hours. I'm also thinking about what to play after Helldivers and Final Fantasy, after we finish post Dawntrail, you know. Like there's always like a period of when you've done anything, just waiting for the next patch. And we don't have to do patches immediately either, you know. I like doing them immediately, but we don't have to. Like I said, it's probably gonna be story game. Alright, this is probably a solo duty, right? Ramul here has opened the way towards Katga. I'm certain Versahan will arrive before long, and then we'll wipe that arrogant grin off his face. But first, we should check our gear we should check our gear and geared our loins for battle. Are you ready, Atlas? Yep. Where's the fraudster? There he is. You ready? Because I'm gonna break you, Versan. Through the cragged peaks of Katga, desolate winds blow over the fields of battle. Oh, what a fitting location you have chosen for the conclusion of this legendary rivalry. Brother, we don't even have a rivalry. What do you mean legendary? I was right not to face you before. In environs unsuited to a struggle between titans. Now my patience has been rewarded and my heart races in anticipation. I think that's fear, not anticipation you're feeling. Now that you're gonna finally face me. I knew you would answer our challenge. You will never be able to stomach the people calling you craven. Such boldness in the face of impending doom. Have you not realized by now that so long as I wield the perch of the apex, I am invincible? You're not, though. We'll soon put that to... no, you see, such a simple thing to read and my throat just gives out halfway through the sentence. We'll soon put that to the test. You rely too much upon stolen power, it dilutes you. You claim to be a savior to the people, but they have seen through your lies. Even your own father can scarcely bear to look at you. You're nothing but a small man, hiding within the hollow facades of a hero, and today, we tear that facade down. Will you now? You may have the medal, but have you the puissance to claim the mantle of a hero? My mantle? It's not your fucking mantle, shut up. You're not even a real hero, you're a fraud. Annoying ass motherfucker. Unbound, Versahan the Deceiver. Sure, Versahan, let's go. Time for words has passed. Follow my lead. Alright, take the lead, Tepeke. You gonna attack first or should I do it? We are probably gonna have to move around. Yep, keep summoning stones. Dude, you have so little HP. It's unreal. You're gonna have a boulder fall on top of you by accident, idiot. How's he gonna do? Someone paint. Yep. Careful, let's not get hit by those things now. You're gonna come back to the fight, Verzan. Weak little foe. Don't you ever shut up? Yes, exactly. So you have a weak side now. What is he doing? Oh, his armor's broken. What? My armor? Yes, because you're really scared now. Might as well stand over here, right? Let me fucking cast. There, nice. Can we cast? No, probably not. Let's not play it too risky. You're not meant to be king, you're barely meant. I'm an idiot, man. This Versan. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we got here on time. More? Oh, whatever, bring out all your minions. Oh, actually, yeah. Are we hitting multiple BP? Yeah, we're hitting at least 3. Oh. Killed all of them. I'm gonna come back to the battle. We both suffer grievous wounds. I don't think we both have wounds. Brother, let me just take the totem. There it is. Okay. Now let's defeat the artifact before it does who the fuck knows what. And kills this idiot. It's almost dead. Nice. There's a hand in his fucking underwear just knocked out. Oh, brother, this dude. You done? Can we grab the totem before he uses it again? He's out cold now to take back the treasure. What? This can't happen. A hero never falls, except you're not a hero. I must retreat. Yes, a tactical retreat. A noble retreat, so that the justiciar may live to save another day. Oh, no you don't. Just run after him. Huh? Well, that's gonna cause a concussion for sure. We should take that totem quickly. No, it calmed down. Okay, good. Still, we should take the totem instead of leaving it there. Suppose the apex wasn't finished yet. And it seems that Versahan in his cowardly haste neglected to look skyward. Was it an unfortunate accident? No, maybe the Vidral hated him as well. Or fate delivering his just desserts. Who knows, does it matter? Let's just take the thing. There's his fucking eyes. There's a thing in this game where important things are left in the ground for too long. Like the key and the totem now. Yep, take him away. Off he goes. He claimed to be Ratsadahan's savior, yet he sowed only discontent among its people. Perhaps some days in a sunless Gaul will give him time to reflect upon the error of his ways. Now I finally recovered the perch of the apex. Thank you for coming this far with me, Atlas. No problem. Matter of fact, I'll go all the way back to Tuliyollal with you to make sure it arrives there safely. The battle was hard fought, but we made it through. Versahan is the responsibility of the Radiant Host now. And now that I've done what I pledged to do, I must return home and bring the good tidings to my mother and father. Yet, before doing so, there are so many others I must thank. In the meantime, can I count on you to meet my family at Tuliyollal for one final farewell? My parents will surely be glad to see you again. Yep. I did say I was gonna go all the way back to Tuliyollal with you. Just make sure you don't lose the... Well, not lose. It doesn't fall on others' hands. Or you don't use it yourself. Then we have a problem. Again. Alright, it seems like it's the ending of the quest. Over here at... What was the name of the restaurant? Shivaliaftia, I think? Alright. MMO armor... For sure. Oh, that's her father. Why, if it isn't Atlas, I'm pleased to say I've quite recovered since last we met. Perhaps one day I'll have the chance to save you in return. We'll see about it, maybe. I didn't expect to see you in Tuliyollal again so soon. Is Tepeke well? Yep, she recovered the perch of the apex and she should be here soon, right? There she is. She really did it, and the man who stole her sacred treasure will answer for his deeds. There she is. Father, mother, it's good to see you. Sure, Atlas already told you what happened. Couldn't have retrieved our treasure without him. So we've heard, yet Atlas also told us your wits and bravery were essential to your success. Right? On behalf of our whole village, I thank you for guiding Tepeke in her quest, Atlas. It's no problem. It's what I like to do, adventuring. Now, the perch of the apex must be returned and put under careful guard once again. The story of the Vidrol's demise proves that we are not meant to wield its power as our own. Sorry, what is she saying? Sorry, father, but I disagree. Once I return to the village, I want to tell everyone what happened in Tefnir. I need to know what the treasure is capable of, or else we risk forgetting once again. Oh, okay. I thought she was gonna say, like, I'm keeping it or something. I was like, what? I won't deny that the Apex's power is dangerous. I saw with my own eyes what happens when it's wielded with abandon. Yet, during the course of our search, I also saw potential. If we fully understood how it worked, we could use it without risk to ourselves or other people. We could turn something we once feared to our advantage, instead of letting it become obscured in legend. She has a point, Can see the reason in that. We must be ever ready for danger, and in times of peace, should our safety be threatened, that treasure may grant us a means to protect ourselves. But can we be trusted to use it responsibly? Great power breeds great desire. Someone with the same ambition as Versahan may arise again, perhaps from among our own. I dare say that once I've regaled them with the rise and fall of the Justiciar, they'll think twice before following in his guided steps. As our forebears relied on the legend of the Vidrol's fate to forbid the treasure's use, we can rely on the story of Versahan's fate to urge caution, and this time we have someone who lived through it to tell the tale. Of course, if I'm going to be guiding people in safe use of a potentially dangerous treasure, I see no choice but to inherit my father's position as its guardian. Some may raise their eyebrows at the prospect of loose-lipped Tepeke serving as the perch of the Apex's protector, but I've grown from my mistakes. And who better to tell the tale of Versahan and Tepeke's failures? I think she's up for it. I think she's a good choice. Your only mistake was in trusting Versahan, the same as I and many others. But unlike him, you have the willpower to overcome your own failings. Over the course of your long, arduous journey, you gained a wealth of experiences, and your efforts have finally been rewarded. You took responsibility for your actions, and by so doing proved your conviction to our people. They shall listen to this proposition with open minds, I am certain. Well, I'm standing here in the restaurant in-game, and I'm getting more hungry by the minute. Now we must say farewell. As much as it pains me to do so, I owe you a debt I could never hope to repay. Don't worry about it. The adventure was payment enough. Once I return to the village, I'll do my utmost to protect the treasure we worked so hard to retrieve. Until next we meet, may fortune smile upon you. Have a good one, Tepeke, and your mother and father as well. And off they go. Is the mother gonna stay there? Oh no, there she goes. I was saying like, It's gonna be 1 AM. I did start later than usual. What do we get? You gotta choose? No, we got all those. And then we get the ability to dye our reach for the apex. Do we get something? Nope. We get the ability to dye our gear. Yep, as you see, we can now dye it. It has the dyeing thing unlocked. Nice. Know you're a busy man, rest assured, once the dispatches of the unbound business is dealt with, there'll be a full plate of my finest tacos with your name on them. Brother, I'm already hungry. Don't do this to me. Alright, let's go to the cabins now. We'll end here for today. We'll see what we do tomorrow. Is there anything? I'm trying to think of something. If we don't do Final Fantasy tomorrow, it'll be Helldivers, so that we can get back into it. Yeah, let's retire to our in-room. Might as well list the things I have. I really enjoyed the questline. It was pretty fun. I really liked its like little mysterious aspect it had at the start. I'll do the other ones eventually, someday. No, this is not going lower than 22,000. It'll sell during the day. 12, 20, 20. We'll push our luck and go for 22,000 as well. 19, 20, 20. 22,000, all of them. We'll see if they sell or not. And then this one... let's just do 444. I really like that questline. It was pretty fun. A little comedic in parts, but fun overall. Anyways, we will quit here. Like I said, we'll see if we do Helldivers or more Final Fantasy tomorrow. I will still be grinding the tombstones. You'll see the rewards, the armor, as I play more Final Fantasy on stream. But anyway, I'm gonna go eat now. So it's 1 AM and I'm really hungry. But as always, thank you for watching. Have a good day, have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see what we play. Anyway, for now, I am out.